glorious morning it is today. And I just hope and pray that you are doing well. I want to interject here and just say, please remember that we have a Facebook account at his feet. Now we're on YouTube. So if you see a YouTube video of ours, please, and you need some prayer, there's a few ways you can do it. You can inbox me directly, Avril, or you can ask Leon for prayer. You can inbox him directly. Um, if you feel comfortable, put it in the comments under the things. I'll keep a check on the comments. Um, and then you can say, I need prayer for specifically for this. If you want to be a little bit anonymous, not sort of be, then it's better to ask me. But even if there's something that's bugging you, like in your country or um, with children in general or this kind of thing. It's not a big thing. I will not make huge comments. I will say I will pray with you. Um, and then if you really want a moment that you want to just pray with me, we can make a plan. I've got Zoom and all kinds of things, so we can make a plan where we can spend 15 minutes, half an hour, and just pray. But it's important that we, as a community of saints that stretch now along across the whole globe, that we start taking hands, and we actually can now. So please, Leon and I, we'd love to engage on a place. And then if there's something that is bugging you a little, something that you'd like to hear and talk and just understand how, just ask us. And we have opinions and we understand Bible in a certain way. And, we have sometimes a different or the same perspective as you, just for encouragement in that. So we are here. And which brings me to this, Proverbs 21 verse 5. The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. Now, this is something that I've wanted to do all the time, is kind of engage with people and pray with them and preach. And that, I was called into it. And I am also an aromatherapist, so I have a little business. And so I do that as well. And sometimes I go, let's do this now, and let's do that now, because that's how my mind works. I have 100 ideas a minute sometimes, not always, but sometimes I have 100 ideas or I have nothing. And you've got to know which one to hook onto and to then follow through to the end. And that's where the planning comes in. It's wonderful. It's both a blessing and a curse to have so many ideas all the time, because it takes planning, and it takes, so I said the other day I was like a bubble thinker. I think like this, but you need the linear thinkers and even the vertical thinkers to understand how we're going to get from this idea to here. And then you have to have the patience. I have to have the patience, but they rely on me, the people that work with me, to have the ideas. But they also have to fight me down, because the next ideas come thick and fast. And we have to remember which ones to hold on to and which ones not to. And then to plan the others through to make it come to an ending and a fruition, and something that is going to be fruitful and a blessing to everybody involved. So this is something that I never planned on doing, is these videos. But I was phoned by my friend Robin and said, what are you doing during lockdown? And it started with little podcasts, just sound podcasts, and now we are here. And I'm like blown away by it, actually, because I just had to plan little snippets at a time. And then as I was planning those, this community has grown. And I'm so impressed with that, because God has used me. And I want to encourage you, because you are that next me, and we must all have this voice in our community around God. And my community stretches across the world, because I've got cousins and friends and sisters all over. And it's important, because we are a community. And if something is not happening in my community here, and I get an encouragement from my community in New Zealand, that must be about the furthest one. I get an encouragement or a question, it might be something that I need to discuss in my community in South Africa or in Pretoria East. So keep those prayer requests coming. Give me some. I've had one or two, and it was such a blessing to be able to pray with that person and to watch how God is working. It's very encouraging for me. It's very encouraging for Leon also. But if we can carry on encouraging each other, we can have this community of praise. And when we praise in our barrenness, we will see the fruit on our trees. Can you do that today? Just think about if there's something I can pray for. I'm very willing because you are loved. Have a wonderful day, and we'll speak again tomorrow.